it's Renee. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I already have foundation and concealer on.
Hey there, this is Editing Renee. I just realized that maybe not everyone really wants to see the entire Chatty Get Ready With Me. So if you just came here just to see the plus size outfit of the day, there will be a time stamp on the screen and in the description box that you can click on or just skip to, and then you can see what I chose and you can see the photos that I took in it. But if you want to keep watching and you can see the full process.
I feel like I take a really long time to actually do my foundation and concealer because it's just such a process. So I wanted to just do a Chatty Get Ready With Me because I haven't done one in a little while, but I wanted to do one. Especially I wanted to do a more fall themed one, and I think I'm gonna break into this a little bit more. It's the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Neutrals palette. I bought this and I bought this one, and this one's terrible, which is a shame because all the colors are beautiful because it was supposed to be like the Subculture palette. And if you can see that right there, there's the white shadow with all of the blue shadow in it. It's bad. But yeah, I really wanted to kind of break into this and use some of these really pretty, dark, beautiful pink colors. And I'm especially interested in this. If you would like to see this Chatty Get Ready With Me. Also, I'm going to be including maybe something new into these where I do an outfit of the day, because I feel like as much as I do love just doing makeup, I think it'd be fun to kind of see what I would wear with this, because right now I just have a Hogwarts shirt on because that's usually just stuff that I wear. If you would like to see this Chatty Get Ready With Me, stay tuned and we'll get into it. So my foundation, I didn't realize it, but it's much lighter than it usually is because I didn't mix in my darker one. Just to let you know, so I prepped my face with a Badescu spray. I used this to fill in my pores a little bit. I used a combo of these two concealers. It's the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro one and the Catrice Liquid Camouflage one. And then the two foundations that I've been trying to really find, well, I normally use this one. This one's my favorite foundation. It's the Revlon ColorStay. It's almost empty. And then I've been using the Covergirl Clean Matte BB, or the BB cream, because it's supposed to be really good for oily skin. I haven't really noticed a huge difference with this, which is surprising because I've heard nothing but good things, but I don't know. And then I just use the Coty Airspun to set my face. But I think first I'm gonna just go in with my usual face product. So I think I'm gonna start with bronzer, and I don't really have a powder that would match, so I think I'm just gonna do a light dusting of bronzer on my face, because I feel my face looks very pale and very yikes, too light for me because the Revlon ColorStay is a little bit too light for me. I'm just gonna take this Aesthetica brush. This is the one that I got from my BoxyCharm. It's still one of my favorite brushes that I've gotten. I forgot to mention this in my other videos, but I did cancel my BoxyCharm for this month just because I put some in my forehead. Just because I just really wasn't feeling this month, and the last 2 months that I got. Just gonna go with some butter bronzer on here and just kind of lightly dust it just to kind of make my face, I feel match the rest of my body a little bit better. And then I will blend this so if it looks a little harsh. Also too, I finally just started hitting pan on this. I bought this forever ago. When I went to Oregon last year, butter bronzer lasts for forever, and I wear a lot of makeup. I didn't like the last 2 months because I didn't think that they were very good, and especially the month before, or last month, we didn't even get full-size products really. We got travel sizes of stuff, or we got really little palettes, which I feel isn't the point of BoxyCharm. I also got a cuticle oil, which smells awful. I would prefer less products and a little bit of better products rather than just a bunch of products that are retailed at a certain amount, because that's what they say. And then I saw the previews for this month and I was I don't want any of those things. And I don't know if you guys even really like my BoxyCharm videos, but I figured I could always just do another Chatty Get Ready With Me to kind of make up for it. But yeah, it's just nice just bringing a little bit of color back into my face. And again, like I said, I will blend this out. I'm not just gonna have a way darker face, because that's not okay. It really is to just bring color back. Let's do a little bit on my neck and then bring it down to my chest a little bit. You know, I'm excited though. I did all of my homework that I really needed to do. I have one more thing due tomorrow because it's a whole research paper. So I'm gonna do that probably tomorrow, on my lunch break during work, because I don't entirely know what I'm even gonna be researching yet. She just wants us to come up with something, so I'm gonna be doing some initial research tonight, and then I just have to turn in a research proposal, which won't take that long at all to do because it's just a bibliography, and it's a bibliography, an annotated one, and then an outline of what she wants. So it has to, I just think it's crazy because I'm she wants it to be like 3 to 5 pages. And I'm like, have you ever written an outline before? Outlines are so short, like if you really like structure them. Like an outline is maybe a page. She wants like 3 to 4 sources that like are annotated and everything. And I'm like, even if I write like a paragraph each, the most that that's going to be not double spaced, because it's not double spaced. Like the most that that's going to be is like a page. Like it's really not much. I'm gonna go in with this Note blush that I got. I didn't like it at first, but I've been really feeling it lately. I just think it's such like a pretty color. And if you're new here, or if you're not sure how my Chatty Get Ready is with me work, I always go in kind of heavy with all of these products because I go in with powder afterwards and kind of blend them all and mute them. I just like to put a lot of powder down first. I don't know, I just like it because I feel like it just gives me like the look that I want, and it kind of allows you to be a little bit messy, and then you get like a crazy amount of pigment like this, and then it's just very easy to kind of blend it away with just like some Coty Airspun. I'm gonna go in with this Luxie tapered highlighter brush. I use it just for contour, and I'm going to take the PUR Sculptor Palette and I'm going to go in with the Inventor shade, which is the lighter shade. Also, can we talk about how messy this gets? Like, I love this. This was like a really good thing that I got from BoxyCharm. I use it so often because it comes with highlight, comes with contour. I've used this before as like a brow powder, and it's great for that. It's like the perfect color for my brows. That's something I wish BoxyCharm had more stuff like this, because it's actually like an affordable brand, but it's like a $30 palette. I got to try it out, and when I hit pan on it, I'm probably gonna buy it again because I really like it. It's like a really good color for me, and it includes like a darker shade, so if you're a little bit, like if you have a much deeper skin tone. This even, I think, probably could be too dark for me. I just use like a really light hand when I put it on, so I think it kind of like, it doesn't look as bad. And with it being a little bit darker, I just kind of build it up to the opacity that I want, and again, I just kind of blend it away. Gotta get that double chin. Next, I'm gonna go in with some highlight. So my favorite highlight, I wasn't sure if this was overhyped or not. It gets so dirty, and I've already hit so much pan on this. This one I obviously don't use because it's just too tan for me, which is fine. I think the white on its own, it's just a little bit too intense, and it gives you a lot of texture. Whereas like the warmth from the champagne color kind of mutes it, but it's still like very pretty and intense. I know this looks like the same brush, but this is actually the Precision foundation brush, and they're honestly like the same. And I don't know why, but like I always liked this one because it's a little bit more like of a tulip shape. So I liked it a little bit more for contouring, whereas this one's a little bit flatter, which I like it better as a highlighter, even though it's not a highlighting brush. But yeah, I just go in with both. This is the NikkieTutorials, like the Ofra Cosmetics collection. If you want to buy it, they always have it on sale at the Nordstrom Rack, like on the website, and you can get her like 3 lipsticks, which aren't very good. I don't know how she thought that they were okay enough to sell, but the highlighter's wonderful. So like I'm willing to let that go because it's such like a cheap price right now. But see, you just kind of put that on your face and it's just so pretty. And then you can build it up. I always go in for a dip for one cheek and then a dip for another cheek, and then I do another one for my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And then a lot of times after I even like blend, oh, that was a lot. Oops. I think that was more white than champagne. That was too much. Oops. Maybe I'll just use a little extra from there and put it on my nose. Yeah, and then I take it down my nose, and then I strobe just a little bit, like very lightly. And again, like I said, I blend all of this, so it looks like a lot right now because it kind of is. But yeah, there was so much extra on there, I just put it on my lip and my chin just a little. And yeah, this side I'm gonna blend because that's a lot, but it's pretty. It gives you just kind of this like glossy, like healthy look, especially if you use just a lot of it. So I'm just gonna go in with some more Coty Airspun just on this like big fluffy brush. They sell this on Amazon, but I ordered another one because I wanted an extra one, and the one they sent me was completely different than this one, so like it's hard to really recommend it because I don't know if they're still selling this exact one. Yeah, I just kind of stamp it on and blend it. Yeah, just blend it over my forehead. Kind of mute it a little bit. I swear, I feel like my skin has been so problematic lately. Like, I don't know what it is, but I used to get bigger pimples like along here, and like I've been getting like Because yeah, normally, because I used to have like, at least, I don't know if it for sure was cystic acne, but I used to get really big pimples that were like bad and under the skin and they would hurt. And I still kind of get those. I have like a couple on my neck that have like come forward, but now lately I've been getting just like little pimples. And like I've been getting like a lot more like texture and stuff on my forehead, which I've always had texture, like that's to be expected. Lately it's just been like bad. I got this new cleanser because I have one of those little brushes, or not brushes, like those cleanser brushes that like move. They're like the Clarisonics, but they're a little cheaper. And I like it a lot. I feel like it really works, but I bought a cleanser to work with it. And I'm wondering, because I read the reviews and some people were saying, oh yeah, it works for me like so well. And then other people were like, it actually made me break out more. So I'm thinking about maybe not using it for a little bit because it takes my makeup off really well, but I'd rather not have tons and tons of just little pimples when I get them. But yeah, and so like I've been getting them more on my neck for some reason. That's like the only new thing in like my skincare and like washing my face and everything. So like, I guess that's probably it, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, so we're gonna break into this. I like how my face looks. Oh, actually, we're gonna spray. But yeah, I have been using this a little bit. Like I've used some of the lighter colors, but these are only like $7. And definitely the Reloaded, the Division palette, that's it. It's bad. Like it's real bad, but it's $7. At least it's not like Subculture bad where I paid like $42 and it was bad. It's $7 and it's bad. But this is actually pretty good and it's $7. At least the colors that I've used have been really good. Nice and dry. So what colors to use? What colors to use? Well, I definitely, like I said, I really want to use this shimmer. I think it's so pretty. They don't have names, like they're just not named because I think they're just like typical pigments. I think I'm gonna just go in with maybe a lighter color, like maybe this color is like a transition shade, this more like peachy color, like light peachy pink color, and then probably go in with these two and like my crease and everything, and maybe like one of the browns to warm it up, and then try and see if I can use that on my lid. So I don't really have any like more expensive like blending brushes just because I buy all of my brushes off of Amazon. So like these are just like little ones that I bought from Amazon because they're affordable and cheap, but just get like kind of a fluffier blending brush. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go in with this as a transition shade first. What's nice about these is that they're not like incredibly pigmented, but like I don't mind that sometimes because then you can build up the pigment. Just gonna take that. Oh, I forgot I did buy this. It's a little like mirror, a little like cat hand mirror, so I can use this, but I'll just hold it. Just gonna work that in. Oh, this almost is like a summery color. I'm hoping that with the other ones, like the more warmer colors, the more like jewel tone ones, that it'll be less like bright pink spring looking. So I'm just gonna keep working that into my crease. But yeah, how have you guys been? Again, I mentioned in my last video, I would like to apologize for not posting that one week. So something that is a really bad habit of mine is that I just like, I thought for a long time, I thought maybe I had like seasonal affective, like, what is it? Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, you know? Because I feel like every time around this year, I always get like kind of depressed, and it's like, it's not that. Because I actually really like this time of year. I like it when the sun starts to go away. Oh yeah, see, that's pretty. It's like nice. It's not super pigmented, but you can for sure build it up. I thought it was that for like a long time, and I'm like, no, I wonder, as much as I like love my birthday, so my birthday is next month, I'm gonna be turning 23. And that's exciting, like whatever. I think it just comes around this time of year where my birthday comes up and I just am getting older and I feel like I should just be doing more, and I feel kind of lost in that regard because I do have goals and I have like a vision and everything, but I just like start to get like panicky like about my future and everything, and like it starts to go into like this kind of like spiraling like panic where like, well, you're out of school now and you have like a part-time job and you're in grad school and everything, but like not doing anything with your life. Like there are people your age who like have families, which that's never been for me. Like I don't really like, I've never really wanted kids. I've never really wanted like a family or anything like that. Not since I was like really young. Yeah, it's just so pretty. Look how pretty this is. I love how like I said, it's like enough pigment where it's a nice like wash of pink. It's be pretty like Valentine's Day color. So I'm gonna go in now with like a more deep shade, but I feel like that happens to me every single time this year where I feel just like in a way lost, but I think a lot of people my age feel that way. So I think I'm gonna go in with this color next. It's like the more pinky shade, because I think it's starting to look still a little bit too peach. You know, a lot of these peach colors, this would be like if you're looking for kind of a modern Renaissance dupe and like the peach colors from the peach palette shade without the smell, I think this would work really well for you. And this is just kind of a more tapered blending brush. Yeah, you like this? It's a kitty brush. I got it from Tilly's. They have a bunny one too. Just gonna work that too into my crease. Yeah, okay, so there's a little bit of fallout on this one, but on the other one there was like no fallout at all, which was nice. But yeah, I think just what happens is that, you know, I think it's just one of those things where you start to feel kind of lost. And or even like when I was like filming stuff, like I'm like, I don't like this. Like I don't like what I just filmed. Ooh, that's so pretty. That was more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. Holy shit. But I think I just like didn't like anything that I was filming. I was feeling kind of down. I was starting school again, and like I think you just start to like beat yourself up because you see like the accomplishments of other people and you just feel kind of like less than, which sucks because like I feel like I have accomplished a lot in my time on this earth. Even if it's not that much, it's still something. And next I'm gonna go in with this kind of more deep kind of pinky red color, just on this more kind of like packing fluffy brush. I'm just gonna work that in the outer corner. I have like waves of anxiety. Like my anxiety comes kind of in these like really like sad, like anxiety, depressive episodes. Like I'm pretty lucky where like I do have like pretty much like general anxiety like throughout the year and everything, but especially at certain times, like there are times where it just gets like really bad and I kind of go into these like really like depressive episodes, and I don't mean to. It's just like hard to like pull yourself out of stuff. So I've been trying to work on like other coping mechanisms to like pull myself out of it. I'm gonna blend out these edges, don't worry. I'm gonna go in with this brush next. This is clean, it just has like staining. I'm just gonna go in with some Coty Airspun and blend out the tops of this. Also too, I think a big part of it too is that this is fine right now because I actually love September and October and like November. It's more like, I feel like I'll definitely start to feel it more when like Christmas time comes and everything, like more around the holidays, is that I just like, I hate getting ready for the holidays. Like I'm not one of those people who's like a hardcore like Christmas person, or just, I mean, I'm more of a Halloween person. I think that Halloween is a superior holiday because it's like fun and carefree and like lighthearted. You know, I am excited though because my best friend Camille, she is finally home from school. Like she's been working at the school that she used to go to. She graduated, but I'm just gonna go in with this little flat brush. I'm gonna spray it with some my Badescu spray. I've noticed that these are the type of shimmers where you need to get them wet or else they just aren't really that impactful. So I'm just gonna go in with this more. I'm gonna go in with this really just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh my god, all the sun went away. It was so bright, but this like darker pink color. And we go and run that on our lids. Ooh, that's so pretty, oh my god. But what I do, I've noticed that liquid really helps. This way you can blend over the glitter after you place it. Place a wet layer and then immediately go after, or go on it, like go over it with a drier layer, which helps like set it. And I usually kind of go towards the top a little bit, just kind of help blend the colors together, and then I go over with just like one of the matte colors again. There definitely is some fallout, but it's not even terrible. And the glitters, like I said, they're just the type of shimmers where you need to wet the brush. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're just not that good. Or you need to place it with your finger. Like sometimes Christmas to me too, it feels fake because I feel like no one is actually like legitimately happy that time of year. I feel like a lot of people force themselves to be happy because they should feel happy. And so I just like, I don't know, like I just don't feel that way. It's just not really my thing. But no, what I was saying about Camille, she is home, so we're gonna hang out hopefully soon, and I'm really excited because we're like, this is the first time where like both of us have like been out of school, where we don't really have like huge like continuous school like obligations, and that's really nice, so we can like hang out a little bit more. And like we both don't really have like, she just came home from working, so we don't have like crazy like hardcore job responsibilities, at least not right now, we don't. So I'm excited, so I want to hang out soonish. Okay girl, if you're watching, I would recommend using a small brush because I have smaller eyes, and so it helps get the glitter like closer to your lash line. And then too, I don't really talk about this on here just because I like to keep that type of stuff private, but it'll almost be a year. Okay, so like I had like my first relationship, like my first like real relationship ever last year, and it ended like pretty shortly just because I'm the type of person where I think when you're plus size and everything and you don't really date that often, because I haven't really, like I've gone on dates, but I've never been in like, make sure you be very careful when you brush away the fallout, because I've done that before where you just like rub it into your face and you're like, well, it's ruined, thanks. I had like my first ever like serious relationship last year, and it wasn't even that serious. We only dated for like a couple of months, But I'm just the type of person where like I was so excited to like have someone interested in me that I didn't really realize that I wasn't as happy. And so I think he was like a good guy and everything, but like I just like kind of realized that I just wasn't happy and I really just didn't want to be in a relationship. I just had never really been in one before. And so I was like, well, I shouldn't let this opportunity pass by. And so that's kind of like I ended up breaking it off because of that. And I just like, it's been like a year. Like I think that what I did was smart, but it is kind of one of those things that's a little weird. And it was just kind of sad because I was like, oh my God, like this is it. Like I finally found someone that like cares about me and likes me. And then I was like, but I'm not happy and I'm pretending to be happy. Like that's just such an awkward, I'm going with another flat brush, but this one doesn't have any liquid on it, and set my face or set my eyes with it. And it's really awkward because like you're like, oh, like I should be so happy, but I wasn't. And I think that's something that's so important, is that people shouldn't be forced, like people shouldn't force themselves to stay in a place when they're not happy. And I think that's something that I think was something I needed to learn, especially. So like I'm really like, I feel bad because like I said, it just like ended weird because I broke it off. But yeah, it just like, I think what happened is that I was still kind of early on in like really in my more like body positive, like fat positive, like accepting my body kind of a thing. Like just kind of like what I've been doing, like it was still kind of early in that journey for me. And I think that I was like, well, if someone else cares about me and likes me a lot, well then that means that I should too. And like this is a good starter for that. But I realized that if you're not like, I was still, like I said, early on in it, but if you're not happy like with yourself, like how can you really care about someone when you don't care about yourself? And like that's what sucks. And then too, I just like found that I just don't really like being in relationships. Like I don't really like having to constantly talk to someone or just constantly, I don't know, I felt like I was putting up a front, and the person that I introduced myself as just wasn't really the person that I am. Because I think I'm really bad about that, where like in certain cases I'm that person where I really want someone to like me, and so I think I kind of put up this facade. It's just kind of a very amplified version of myself, and I think that's kind of like what happened, where I think I realized that I was doing that, and I was like, but I'm just not happy. Like I'm not happy because I feel like I'm faking it, and it's because I was. And so I broke it off. And honestly, yeah, like I said, it was one of the better decisions that I've made, because I just like was like, you know, I'm gonna be going to grad school. But yeah, like I said, I felt bad, but just ultimately I just feel like I had to do what was best for me, and that was what was best for me. And yeah, I feel like that's what's most important, is that ultimately you need to do what's best for you and like your mental health. Obviously the people in your life are important too, but like you need to ultimately take care of like yourself in that regard. This is a lot. I think I'm going kind of intense with this, and I'm kind of scared. But you should never sacrifice your own mental health and hoping that, and just pretending to be happy for someone else's sake. Like unless you like absolutely have to and it's like crucial. Like you should obviously be there for someone, but to a certain extent you do need to just like take care of yourself in that regard. The only thing about this is that it's not really like blending right here, like where I placed it. And so I keep trying to blend that edge a little bit better, but it's not quite blending. So maybe that's an issue with putting down the glitters. Really the main focus is just kind of trying to get rid of that edge, which I know is kind of inevitable because you put down like a glitter wet, or at least I did. Something that I've actually been doing to these Vegas nail lashes, because they do fit inside of like eyelash curlers, I've been curling them because they're very flat. So if you place them like weirdly, they look like super flat. And so I've just been kind of trying, like I put them in there like this, and I curl them upwards before I put them on, because I feel like they just like blend a little bit better with my regular lashes, and they just look nicer. Like I feel like that looks so much better than like these. Like see how like, I don't know, there's just like, it's just a little nicer, which I appreciate. And I feel like it just looks better on my eyes. Like it looks, I like it when my lashes are like curled upwards a lot. I don't like it when they're flat. Okay, so I did my brows, I did my lashes, which this one I think I placed a little bit too far over, which I didn't like realize, but it's on there and I'm not fixing it. But this one's stabbing me a little bit. But yeah, did brows, did my lashes. Going to do lips. I put on a little bit of chapstick so my lips would be like a little softer when I put them on, because they're a little dry right now. But I'm gonna go on, this is like one of my favorite lipsticks. I used to wear this all the time. It's the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip. It's in the shade, wait, this is the wrong color. But yeah, it's in the shade ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Notion. I've had this, like, this was like one of the first lipsticks I ever bought from ColourPop, but it's like this gorgeous, it's like the same color as what I'm wearing. Yeah, I took a little break too because Garrett Watts posted a YouTube video for the first time after like 5 months. And so I paused to watch it real quick. We're just gonna go in. So after about 20 minutes of trying to get that ColourPop lipstick to work, it just like wasn't happening. So I ended up switching to, it's the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink shade in Voyager. I forgot just kind of like how unworkable and unusable like a lot of ColourPop lipsticks are. It's even like full-blown staining my teeth. Yeah, my hands are like covered because I put it on and it got completely chunky and gross, and so I took it off and I was like, all right, we'll try again. And just taking it off is like a nightmare because like it ruins your lip line, it gets chunky, it gets gross. And this formula is just better anyway. It's more comfortable. It's a little bit stickier, but it still like stays on all day, which is really nice. I think I can't tell if I have ColourPop lipstick all over me. Okay, finally did it. We finally got the lip line, I think, to look acceptable. It's been quite like the 30 minutes that took to put on a ColourPop, take off a ColourPop, put on another one, take it off again, pick another one, and still mess up on this one. I'm gonna put some lower lash mascara on. Again, I just like to use this, I think, for my lower lash line. I think that the Covergirl Supersizer is too thick for my lower lashes. Like it's too waterproof considering the fact that I don't have a lot of lashes. One thing that's been good is that this has been taking a long time, but my like face makeup I feel like always looks really good whenever that happens because it just like sinks into my skin really well. I also went and washed my hands because I had so much like pink pigment on them. There's a little bit of pink left over right here because I accidentally like rubbed it off to the side. Also could just be because I have pink on my goddamn hands. So for inner corner highlight again, all I'm gonna do is just gonna go back in with the the Ofra NikkieTutorials highlight, and I'm just gonna go, so I talked about this before, but I always go right here on my inner corner because if I do it like right here, like right on the actual waterline, it like really messes with like my eyes. Like I think maybe because I have contacts in, but if I put any like powder right there, it just makes my eyes get super irritated and it makes them like, it makes it almost like unbearable to have on. Just gonna put some on the brow bone. Yes, looks so pretty. But I really like, it's just like a little detail brush and it fits perfectly like in any little like crevice and everything. So it's really great for underneath the brows and like the inner corner. But that's everything. You will see the outfit that I chose to go with this like right here as I'm talking, but I really like how this look came out. It's very like pretty and fall and kind of berry toned. Okay, so here's pretty much the outfit that I chose that I thought would be really, really pretty with this look. It's just like a see-through top, and then I have just like a black strapless bra on, and it's like that Lane Bryant skater skirt. I just constantly go back to this skirt because it's like a staple in my wardrobe. But yeah, it's a see-through shirt and has all these pretty flowers on it, and I just tucked it in, and it just kind of makes it look a little bit more fun and edgy. And it still has like fall colors, embroidery is still very pretty. But yeah, I like it a lot and I love this look. Even though it was a struggle to get here, I like where I got. So yeah, final look. But yeah, if you're looking for like a more reddish, like brown eyeshadow palette, I would recommend checking this out. Like it blended really well. I think it looks super pretty. It took a little bit of work because like, I mean, I had to kind of blend this line right here a little bit. And the colors, like, I feel like though it blends like really, really well considering the fact that it is such an affordable palette. I totally recommend checking this out. It's like $7. Like I said, you'll see the outfit that I chose to wear with this. But I hope you enjoyed this chatty get ready with me. And I talked a little bit about like past relationships and like my mental health and everything. Everything will be listed down below that I used. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe. It'd be great to have you here. Again, my name's Renee. Thanks for watching. Bye.